This is Ask Amber. This story comes from a bride who thought she was planning her dream wedding until her bridesmaid decided to borrow everything, including the venue.
We got engaged in the fall and set our wedding for the following summer. I was the first of my friends to get married, so I asked my best friend Jessica to be my maid of honor. She was excited, overly excited. She started asking about everything: how I found my venue, who my vendors were, how I negotiated the catering, even who I used for my playlist. She came with me on the venue tour, took photos, asked all the right questions like a good maid of honor would. I thought she was just being helpful. Then 6 months before my wedding, I saw a save the date from a mutual friend on Instagram. Jessica was getting married, 3 weeks before me. At the same venue, same dress, same date season, same vendor team, same exact photographer. I texted her. She said, "Yeah, it's such a great place. And we already had the contact info from your planning, so it just made sense." I didn't know what to say. She never asked. She never even mentioned she was planning a wedding. When I told her it felt disrespectful, she said, "You're being dramatic. It's not like you own the building." That was the end of our friendship. She stood in my wedding, smiled in my pictures, and 3 weeks before she duplicated the whole thing. She wanted my wedding without me in it.
You didn't lose a friend. You just saw who she was when she thought you weren't looking. This wasn't flattery. This was identity theft in heels. She didn't just copy your wedding, she cannibalized your work. She watched you build something beautiful and said, "That looks nice. I'll take it too." No conversation, no permission. Just entitlement disguised as admiration. That's not supportive. That's strategic. And let's talk about the gaslighting. Because when she said, "You don't own the venue," what she really meant was, "I want what you have, and I don't care how you feel about it." That's not friendship. That's competition dressed as closeness. But here's what really matters: how you responded. You didn't spiral. You didn't throw a scene. You just moved on. And that right there, that's grown woman grace. The kind that doesn't clap back with chaos. It just closes the door and locks it tight. You trusted her. She used that trust to build her own dream off your blueprint. And the worst part? She never even thanked the architect. You were not too sensitive. You were not overthinking. You were simply witnessing the truth of someone you thought would celebrate you. And now that you've seen it, you never have to pretend again. Let her have the venue. You walked away with your values intact. And that's the one thing she clearly couldn't replicate. Ask Amber. Drop your anonymous questions in the comments.